In section 5.2, we are dividing polynomials. We will be using long division to divide polynomials, so it's a good idea to review the procedure of long division with just regular numbers before looking at long division with polynomials. The process is the same whether it's polynomials or numbers. The first thing we want to do when we're considering long division with polynomials is to consider any of the missing terms. So for example number 1, in 6x cubed plus 7x squared plus 3, we're missing the x term. So we can always just rewrite this as 6x cubed plus 7x squared plus 0x plus 3. And this is going to help us in the long run. So we're going to put that polynomial inside our long division. 6x cubed plus 7x squared plus 0x plus 3 goes inside. And then on the outside, we're going to put the 3x minus 1. So now that I've done that, we will be using 3x to always ask the same question. Looking inside, 3x times what would give me 6x cubed? Well, 3x times 2x squared would give me 6x cubed. So 3x times 2x squared gives me 6x cubed, and negative 1 times 2x squared gives me negative 2x squared. We want to subtract this from that polynomial inside. So 6x cubed minus 6x cubed is going to cancel. We have 7x squared minus negative 2x squared. So be careful with those double negatives because this is really 7x squared plus 2x squared, or we get 9x squared. Now that we've finished this off, we want to bring down the next term in the polynomial, which is that 0x. And we start the process all over again. It's very repetitive. So 3x times what would give me 9x squared? Well, 3x would. 3x times 3x gives me 9x squared, and negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. And so again, we want to subtract that from the polynomial. We have 9x squared minus 9x squared, so they cancel. And we have 0 minus negative 3x, or 0 plus 3x, which is 3x. And the last thing we can do is we are going to bring down the next term, which is a 3. And we do this process one more time. 3x times what gives me 3x? Well, 3x times 1 gives me 3x. So 3x times 1 is 3x, and negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. We're going to subtract that from the original. And so 3x minus 3x cancels. And we have 3 minus negative 1, or 3 plus 1, which gives me 4. So that 4, because there's nothing else for me to bring down, is my remainder. So the way we would write our final answer is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, just how we wrote it on the top. And then to add the remainder in, we put plus 4, since that was the remainder, over the outside, which is 3x minus 1. So our final answer is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 plus 4 over 3x minus 1. Let's practice with one more. For example number 2, this is not written in descending order. So the first thing that we want to do is to rewrite it in descending order and to see if we're missing any of the terms that are needed, like we were in the first one. So the highest power that's present is the 2x to the fourth. then it would be the 7x cubed, then the minus 7x squared, the minus 10x, and the plus 8. That is how we want to write it inside our long division. And then on the outside, we have 2x squared plus x minus 2. And so this works the same way. We're going to use this first term on the outside as our question. And so starting on the inside, 2x squared times what gives me 2x to the 4th? Well, x squared would. 2x squared times x squared gives me 2x to the 4th. X times x squared is x cubed, and negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. So instead of subtracting 2 terms, we're subtracting 3. But the process still works the same way. So 2x to the 4th minus 2x to the 4th cancels. We have 7x cubed minus x cubed, which gives me 6x cubed. We have negative 7x squared minus negative 2x squared, which is really negative 7x squared plus 2x squared. So we get negative 5x squared. And then the last term gets brought down, so minus 10x. And we start the process over again. 2x squared times what gives me 6x cubed? Well, that's 3x. And so 2x squared times 3x is 6x cubed. X times 3x is 3x squared. And negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And we're going to subtract. And so 6x cubed minus 6x cubed cancels. We have negative 5x squared minus 3x squared, which gives me negative 8x squared. We have negative 10x minus negative 6x, or negative 10x plus 6x, which is negative 4x. And then we have to bring down our last term, which is a plus 8. And we start the process over one more time. So 2x squared times what gives me negative 8x squared? Minus 4 does. So 2x squared times negative 4 is negative 8x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. And negative 2 times negative 4 is plus 8. And what you'll notice this time is we have the same polynomial twice. So negative 8x squared minus negative 8x squared cancels. Negative 4x minus negative 4x cancels, and 8 minus 8 cancels. So this time we have a remainder of 0. So my final answer is just the top, which is x squared plus 3x minus 4.